enter repeatedly into the same tough situation, and it gets less and less anxiety inducing as time goes on. But you got to give it the time. So maybe you're thinking this yoga, oh my gosh, it's anxiety inducing. Don't think that, because you change it, you modify it, you do it your way. And with time, maybe you can say the practice gets easier, but I prefer to say you are getting stronger and you can do more. So, don't be intimidated. Let the anxiety go. Just do what you can. Nobody's watching you. You're at home. That's the benefit of this class. Hi, I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is your yoga from home. It's a 1 hour long practice. We do this recording every single day, live, start to finish. Nothing is cut. It is real. So it's like being in a real class. And I find that really enjoyable. 1 hour long. Stick with it, do what you can, and just let the rest go. It's no big deal. It's only yoga. So let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. All right. Bottom of the screen says, do what's right for your body. Every day our bodies are different. Everybody's body is different. Sometimes you can move this way, sometimes you can move that way. One of the things I can't do is I can't swing my leg forward on the right side, but I can do it on the left. Who knows? Everybody's built differently, and every day is different. You feel different every day, but just show up and try. That's the biggest thing. If one of the poses today hurts, don't do it. If it puts you in pain, oh my gosh, don't do it. You know that. That's common sense. You're your own best teacher. If the pose is just uncomfortable, breathe through it. Just try. Give it 10% effort. You know that makes a difference. Every little bit makes a difference. Just show up on your mat and let's do it. All right, but don't hurt yourself. Okay. All right, the word to think about today is you practice. This is kind of the word of the month. Patience. Patience, I love this, means steady perseverance. It means hanging on. It means just giving yourself the grace that you need to do what you need to do. All right, so nothing ever happens fast. We got to have patience with ourselves. Everything today says, flat abs in 3 days, strong arms in less than a week. It ain't going to happen that fast. We've got to be patient, but you got to keep showing up. It takes time and it takes patience. Patient endurance. Stick with it. Don't give up. All right. That's patience. The props you're going to need today, we usually use these. Buy them because you're going to come back. Please come back. Just keep trying. Just stick with it and you'll see great results. 2 yoga blocks. Have those. Your strap. Have a yoga strap. You can buy them. They're inexpensive. They usually come together in a kit. Have an eye shade or a little hand towel. You've got your yoga mat. Think of your yoga mat as your sacred little space, your island of peace where you can just chill and come to peace. All right, and have some water. You want some water to drink because you're going to want to wet your whistle. And today's practice is a vinyasa flow. It's more energetic than some of our other practices during the day, but check us during the week. Check us out every single day. It's different. I've put the classes together to work together to make you stronger, to make you more flexible, to make you more mobile. Those are all things we want. Be near a wall if you want. Have a chair nearby if you like. You can use that too. Make it work for you. That's the ticket. Come on up to standing. One pose at a time, one breath at a time. Chill out. Don't make it harder than it is. All right, so lock a stress number into your head. Stress number, scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10. Where are you? Let's warm up. Let's wake up. All right, so come to root into your feet. Have your feet a little further than hip width distance apart. Take that pose of confidence. Put your hands on your hips and kind of wiggle your shoulders. Send your shoulders back and down. Lift your chest up. Root into your feet, your strong foundation. Hold on here. Take a big breath in. And a big sighing breath out. You have made a commitment to be here, so let's make the best of it. All right, lift on up onto your toes. Lift on up to the balls of your feet, really. Lift on up, letting your heels come up. Keep them behind your toes. The center of the foot, chest stays lifted. Focus. Look up. Look up. Hold on. Be in this moment. Big breath in. Big breath out. You got to make commitments, not excuses. That's where you decide your destiny, the moment you make that commitment. Breathe. You're strong. You can do it. You can do anything. Maybe you got a chair here. Maybe you got the counter here. Lift and lower. Just start to feel your calves awaken. Breathe. You're getting stronger in your feet. You're getting stronger in your ankles. Place your feet down, lift your toes up, and give them a wiggle. Let them move. A lot of times they're cooped up in shoes. So much of the time, the toes don't wiggle. Toes don't move. It's important. Find strength in your feet. Plant your feet nice and solidly down on the ground. Lift your arms up high to the sky. This pose has a name. It's called Extended Mountain. Reach through your fingers. Reach high through your fingers and let your shoulders soften. It's an important part of it. Don't hunch the shoulders up near the ears. Let them relax. Reach through your fingers. You're solidly rooted in the ground. Let's do palm tree pose. Interlace your fingers, palms up to the sky. Start to sway from side to side. Chin away from your chest. You're breathing still. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Think of the breath as refreshing. The other day we talked about your inhales as your warrior breath and your exhales as your caregiver breath. You need both. All right, side to side. Take it as deep as feels good. Not so bad just yet, right? It's not bad at all because you're going to make it good. Doesn't matter what the pose looks like. It matters how it feels. Maybe you decide to hang out on one side a little bit longer. Bring it back up. Hang out on the other side about the same amount of time. Come on back up. Send your hands up to the sky. Maybe straighten through the elbows. Breathe. Let your arms float on down by your sides. Take a baby back bend. Hands to your low back, fingers pointing down, elbows squeeze towards your spine so you kind of feel your chest open up. Breathe. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet, or maybe look high overhead. So you're thinking of your chest lifting more so than, trying to go all the way back and do a back bend. You're just taking this little baby back bend. Chest is lifted. Exhale the air out of your lungs. Let your belly button go back to your spine and take a forward fold. As you fold forward, your neck's important here. Send your gaze up toward your knees or up toward your belly button so the crown of your head hangs toward the earth. Your knees, put a little bend in them if that feels good. And all of this, you could be seated in a chair doing. Maybe that feels good to you today. Don't judge yourself. If that's where you are, everybody's got a starting point. Just stick with it. Wiggle your knees a little bit. Fold in half. Think of your body folding in half like a paper clip or a bobby pin. Does anybody use bobby pins anymore? Breathe. Slowly roll your spine up one vertebra at a time to bring your chin off of your chest last. All right, let's do shoulder shrugs. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Hold them here. So many of us keep them here a lot of the time. Now send them to the back of the room and then send them down. And let's go through this a little more quickly. Just shrug your shoulders up and back and down. Up, back and down. All right, living your yoga off the mat. That's something we're doing all this month. So your tip is early on today. Your tip is this. Your shoulders aren't earrings. I know, Sherry, you said you liked that comment the other day. Your shoulders aren't earrings. Don't keep them up near your ears. Think of bringing your shoulders back and down. So whenever you catch yourself this week, this month, today, holding your shoulders tightly, send them up, back, and down. There you go. Let them go. No tension in the shoulders. All right, shoulders are back and down. You're standing up nice and straight. Let's do some arm circles. All right, just let your shoulders awaken. Let's do some arm circles, sending your arms to the back of the room. Add in your knees here too to wake them up. Bend your knees when your fingers come down. Straighten your knees when your fingers go up. And you take this as deep as you like. The other day we did like Nordic pole walking with the arms. Maybe that feels better in your shoulders. Just move your shoulders. All right, big circles, little circles, it's all good. Arm circles in the other direction. Gotta wake up the body, get the blood flowing. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep sighing it out, make those sounds. Come on up to standing. Once you're standing, shoulders over your hips, let's do that big coat swing. So just twist from side to side. Let your arms be heavy because your shoulders are away from your ears, remember? And breathe. And just try to find peace in these poses today. Don't have tension. Don't worry about them. And have patience with yourself. That's so important. We are so impatient with ourselves. Expect good things and good things will come. Just let go. All right, you're tapping your backside, looking over your shoulders. Finish up. Come back to the midline of your body. Let's do an extended mountain pose again. Reach, stretch, lift, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Hands to prayer center. Close your eyes here. Balance here with the eyes closed. Countertop nearby is fine. With the eyes closed, Come up with your little mantra. What are you going to say to yourself as you practice? I can do it. I am strong. I am capable. I am able. Positive, affirmative statement. Lock it in your head and come back to it. No doubt, you can do it. Let it go. Hinge forward, fold forward, hands toward the earth, little bend in the knees, feet hip-width distance apart as we prepare for ragdoll pose. Bend your elbows, hands to opposite elbow creases. Look down towards your feet. Your knees are up towards your belly button as the crown of your head hangs heavy. Let your elbows hang heavy toward the earth. Little bend in your knees feels good. Feel the goodness in the low back here. You're going to want more of this today. So every so often, stand up, sitting way too long, and do your ragdoll pose. Start to sway the elbows back toward one knee then the other. Breathe, let it go. Feels so good to move. You just got to do it. You got to get up off that couch and move. All right, there's your ragdoll pose. Remember it. Come back to it. Do it throughout your day. When you're ready, let's finish up. Bring your arms back to the midline of your body. Bring your fingers on down. Bend your knees. Come into a child's pose. In your child's pose, several ways to take it. Knees can be together, big toes touching. Put your hips back toward your heels. They can sit on your heels or not, you decide. You can have a block, and you can bring the block underneath your head if you like, or under your chest, whatever feels right. Arms can be down by your sides, palms face up, fingers reaching toward the bottom of the mat. Hey, guess what effect that's having? It's bringing your shoulders away from your ears. Reach your fingers longer down toward the bottom of the mat. Settle your spine. Let your tailbone go to the back of the room, crown of the head to the front. Wide-legged child's pose is another option. Knees spread wide, big toes touching, hips back, arms reach to the top of the mat. Block under the forehead if you like, or no block at all. Breathe in, breathe out. Sigh it out. As you sigh it out with one giant exhale, really think of your tailbone going back toward the bottom of your mat. Let it go. If you like, close your lips and breathe in and out of your nose. As you do this, you're building heat in your body and you're allowing the focus to be on you. Nothing wrong with that. This is your time, your self-care. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to your child's pose anytime you like. It is your practice. Maybe give yourself permission, maybe to stay in your child's pose. Maybe your practice is composed of 2 poses today. Child's pose to final Shavasana. Nothing wrong with that. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's go into a sun salutation A. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Bring your knees under your hips. Tuck your toes towards your shins. Send your hips high. Let's come into a down dog. So in your downward facing dog, your feet are hip-width distance apart. Let your heels be slightly lifted as you're on the balls of your feet. Tailbone high to the sky. Now look to your hands. Hands should be shoulder-width distance apart. Fingers spread wide. Little gecko grip onto your mat. Let your head hang heavy. Look down towards your knees or toward your belly button. Wiggle your hips, wiggle your neck, loosen your neck. Your neck is important here too. You want it to hang heavy. Come to stillness. When you're ready, walk your feet up to meet your hands or your hands back to meet your feet. I walk my hands back to meet my feet just because it's best for this camera angle. Sweep your arms on up, come on up to standing, come to your extended mountain pose. Lift out of your fingers, soften your shoulders, breathe, extended mountain. Big breath in, exhale, hands to prayer center. Fold forward at the waist, fingers reach toward the earth. As you inhale, lift on up so your back is flat like a tabletop. Hands to your shins, squeeze your shoulders together, lengthen through your tailbone and the crown of your head. This is a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, come on down to your mat or stand next to a wall and press your hands into the wall and step your feet away from the wall. Come into a high plank, high plank. You can take this in a high plank. Yeah, high plank for the 3rd time. In a high plank, or you can take it down on your knees. No stress. Do it what feels right for you. From your high plank, we're going to take this to a Chaturanga Dandasana. Staying on your knees is fine. Pressing up against the wall is fine. Bend your elbows and hover above the earth, elbows hugged in. Flip your feet so the tops of your feet are on your mat, and then straighten your arms. Come to an upward facing dog. Maybe you come down to your knees here. Chest is lifted, breath is forward, gaze is forward. Take it to a down dog. Tuck your toes, hips go high. Downward facing dog. If you don't want to do the downward facing dog, come to your wide-legged child's pose. Lots of options, no excuses. Modify. Pedal your feet, shake your neck. Let's do it again. Still your feet, hands to feet or feet to hands. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. Reach, shoulders down. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer center, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins, back is flat. Exhale, plant your hands and do your variation of your Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog, hips are high, breathe, tailbone high to the sky, push into your hands. Do it again, feet to hands or hands to feet. Arms sweep up to the side of your room. Extended mountain, shoulders soft, big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, your back is flat, your shoulders are squeezing your spine. Exhale, hands come down. Chaturanga Dandasana your way. Maybe it's on your knees. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Or wide-legged child's pose. Ta-da, there's always a way to do it. Just do it. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. You did your sun A? Let's do our sun B. All right, lengthen up. Extended mountain. Bend your knees. Chair pose, Utkatasana. All right, so you're strong quads. You got it. You can have a chair nearby. Maybe arms reach forward, sink a little bit lower. Hold here in your chair pose. Lengthen through your fingers. Sit a little lower, back into your heels. Lengthen through the fingers as you inhale. Exhale, sink lower. There's your chair. Bring your hands to prayer center. Straighten the knees. Fold forward. Look back to your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. This is familiar. Exhale, plant your hands. Chaturanga Dandasana. I'm going to go the full thing here. The full Monty. High plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog on the tops of the feet, knees lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog, tailbone high. Push into the earth. Breathe. Here's the difference. Lift your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge, bringing the right foot in between the two front hands, as opposed to your two back hands. Rise on up. Plant the back foot, the left foot, at a 90 or 45-degree angle. Right foot, right toes go forward. Now bend into your knees. Shoulders are over your hips. Bend into the knees. The right knee has a nice bend to it. Knee over ankle. Left leg is nice and straight and strong, solidly planted. Tee out your arms. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, settle into your knees. Breathe. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Hug the mat energetically with the inner thighs. Inhale, lengthen. Now turn your head to the right. Look over your right middle finger. Exhale, reach to the front of the room. Then tick-tock your arms 6 and 12. Left arm high, right arm low. You can press the forearm into the thigh or straighten the bottom arm. Reach. You could be seated in a chair doing this. It looks very similar, right? You have your bottom on your chair. Reach. Maybe reach the top arm forward. Reach. Inhale, come on up, reverse warrior. Right arm goes up, left arm comes down the thigh. Your gaze goes up. Breathe. Keep your low body nice and solidly still. Breathe. Maybe reach that arm to the back of the room. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Time for Chaturanga Dandasana. Come on, you can do it, Betty, Lynn, Stan, Lori, Esther, Tammy, Margarita, Kelly. You're glad you're here. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. When you're ready, rise on up to your warrior two pose. Back foot plants, rise on up, tee out your arms. Sink low, be steady here. Look to the left, squeeze your mat. Exhale, reach. Tick-tock 6 and 12 in the arms like a clock. Breathe, reach the top arm more forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm down, left arm up. Breathe, look up, stay up. You got this. Maybe the arm reaches to the back of the room. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana, left foot back. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog. Down dog. Pedal it out. Finish. Still the heels. Let's go through it again. Hands to feet or feet to hands. Arms sweep up. Extended mountain. Reach. Soften in the shoulders. You got it. Arms reach. Knees bend. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Reach and sink low. Reach and sink lower. Hold it. You're strong. You got to work at it, right? You got to work at it if you want it. Use it or lose it. Don't lose it. Breathe. Hands to first center. Knees straighten. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Back is flat. Exhale, plant your hands. Chaturanga Dandasana, your way. Maybe you skip it and just come back to your down dog. You decide. High plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. Inhale, rise up. Feet plant, arms tee out, knees bent. Lengthen up. You are a strong warrior. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, lengthen. Look to the right. Exhale, reach. Tick-tock, 6 and 12. Reach the top arm to the front of the room. Inhale, rise up. Reverse warrior. Right arm high, left arm low. Reach to the back of the room. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Pedal it out. Pedal your heels. One closer to the earth than the other. Let it feel good. Loosen your neck. We have the left side to do. Left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through. Low lunge. Rise on up. Plant the feet. Arms tee out. Sink on down. Breathe. Settle. Breathe in. Settle. Look to the left. Reach to the left. Tick-tock, 6 and 12. Find the big stretch. Reach the top arm forward. Inhale, reverse. Left arm high, right arm low. Breathe. Top arm, take it back. Cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Hips are high. Third time is the charm. Oh my goodness. 3 times. Let's do it. All right, from your down dog. As you're ready, feet walk to hands. Hands walk to feet. Arms sweep up. Extended mountain, no shoulder earrings. Lift. Bend the knees. Arms reach. Arms are a bit of a counterbalance. Sink the weight back into your heels. Hold. Breathe. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands to first center. Straighten the knees. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Tabletop, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Chaturanga, your way. High plank. Maybe low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, right leg kicks to the sky. Exhale, it sweeps through between your 2 front hands. Inhale, rise up, feet plant, arms tee out, sink on down. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, lengthen up. Turn your head to the right. Reach to the right for your extended side angle. Tick-tock, 6 and 12. Left arm reaches. Reach to the front of the room with that left arm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm high, left arm low. Reach to the back of the room with that left arm, right arm. Exhale, cartwheel. Chaturanga Dandasana. Whew, any way you want. High plank, maybe on your knees. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to your down dog. Breathe. We got another side to do. Last one, I promise. 3 sets. Oh my goodness. Left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through. Low lunge. Rise on up. Warrior 2. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Tick-tock, 6 and 12. Reach to the front. Inhale, come on up. Reverse warrior. Left arm high, right arm low. Reach to the back of the room. Exhale. Cartwheel your arms. One more for this sequence. High plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Low plank. Press the earth away. Upward facing dog. and down dog. Hips are high, tailbone high. Push into the earth, shake your neck. You did it. Bend your knees. Come on down to your mat. Grab a drink. All right, 3 sets of each. Sun A, Sun B. Strong. Yes, you are. We all want to be stronger, right? All right. Again. Hello to Betty. I'm glad you're here. Lynn, Stan, Lori, Kelly, Esther, Tammy, Canel, Marietta. Happy birthday to Barbara, Joan, Ginger. Glad you guys are here. Okay, so you can be strong. You're going to get stronger. Modify it to make it work. Just work it. All right, come on down. Core poses on our bottom. You can have your strap if you want to use it for your boat pose. I'm not going to use it today. Usual little 3-sequence core poses. Soles of the feet touch. Knees open wide. Maybe hike your heels up closer to your groin. Or maybe not. You decide. Hands to prayer center. Adjust your feet so they're comfortable. Inhale, lengthen up because you are tall, you are strong. Exhale slowly with control. Come on down. Come on down. Take it with control. No hurries, no worries. You've got it all the way down. Once you're all the way down, I think I broke my hair clip. Once you're all the way down, fingertips lightly to your temples, knees open wide. The chin is going to be what guides you. Exhale, lift your chin up to the sky. Inhale, come on down. Exhale up, inhale down. Lift and lower. You got it going on. Keep your elbows open wide and your knees open wide. Breathe. Breathe. Maybe breathe in and out of your mouth. Whew. Let the heat go. Oh, you've got it. You're strong. You're strong. Believe it. Why would you want to believe anything else? Come on down, all the way down from our Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. Let's go into a bicycle pose. Okay, take it your way. Here's what you can do. You can bend your knees. You can keep your knees bent, soles of the feet on your ground. On your ground. You can take your hands, bring them back to that position we had them, lightly at the temples. You can lift on up as you exhale. Work your left elbow towards your right knee, then your right elbow towards your left knee. Little twist here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. That's a fine way to be. What you could do also is have your shoulders down, fingers at your temples. Lift your legs up, knees over your hips, shins parallel to the sky. Ride a recumbent bike. Ride. Woo, one leg straightens, the other leg bends. There you go, perfect. Put it all together by peeling the shoulders up. Left elbow, right knee, right elbow, left knee. Breathe, breathe, breathe. There's your bicycle. Here's another variation yet. Straighten your legs, scissor kick them. Yahoo! Pretty good, right? Have fun with it. Let's finish now. Come on down, stick pose. What is that? Arms and legs go long. Big number 1, that's what you are, big number 1. Point your fingers, point your toes. Oh, breathe. There you go, big breath in and big breath out. Nice work. You did your little core sequence. Let's take and do our boat pose. Can't forget boat. Bend your knees. Hands behind your hamstrings, low on the knee, low on the hamstrings. Rock and roll up a couple of times. Now you know, you always check with your doctor before you begin any sort of exercise. And if you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, you don't want to roll on your spine. If you're okay, rock and roll on it a little bit. It likes the movement. All right, come on up. Come on up to seated. You're holding on strong to the backs of your hands, or maybe you're using your strap. We'll do that another day, but if you like that and you know how to do it, go for it. Shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen up through the spine. Let your chest lift. Think of a string at the center of your chest, kind of pulling you up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Your back is nice and flat. Lean on back as if you were in a recliner. One foot can lift, or the other, or both, or straighten your legs. Hold on here and breathe. Core is strong. You got it. Reach your hands toward your feet. How's that? Or reach them up toward the sky or overhead. Breathe. Let's row this boat. Hands to prayer center. Little bend in the knees feels good. And then dip one elbow toward one side, then the other. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Twist, twist, twist. You got it. Finish. Come on down. Feet come down. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Curl on up to a little pose called Cosmic Egg. Hollow out your belly. Maybe bring your chin, your nose, your forehead towards your knees. Try to balance here. Press the weight into the toes. Come on back. Woo, balance here. Kind of fun, right? Kind of fun. Everybody's definition of fun is different. But hold here. Challenge yourself. Maybe circle your ankles in one direction. then the other. Hold on. Crisscross at the ankles, hands come down. Let's go into a downward facing dog. Hands come down, hips go high. Here you are in your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Shake your hips, push the earth away. Shake your neck, nice and loose. Kick your right leg high to the sky. Sweep it through to a low lunge. Bring the foot in between the front hands. Bend in the knees, come on up to standing. As you bend generously in your knees, shoulders are over your hips. The back knee, the left knee, maybe it comes all the way down. But all 10 toes are pointing forward. The back heel is lifted. You can be on your knee. Nobody's judging you. Breathe. You can stay right here. Lift the arms up or pop up out of the knee. You're challenging your balance more if you're off the knee, and you're going to deepen a twist if you're down on your knee. All right, look up to your hands. Baby back bend. Come back to looking forward. Hands to prayer center. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Hands are stacked, elbows are stacked. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. You can drop down to the back knee anytime you want. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist to the right and look at your hands. Take your time, be patient. Lengthen. Exhale, twist. Look up to your elbow or over your shoulder. Breathe. Let's finish. Hands slowly back to center. Hands inside your right front foot. Come down to the left knee if you're not already there. Top of your left foot on your mat. Find your block. Right toes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to the top right corner of your mat. Whew, runners lunge. Feel it in your left front hip flexor. We do lunges every day of the week, a little different variation. And what they're preparing you to get here. All right, right toes, top corner of your right mat. Open up the foot onto the pinky edge side. So the knee, outside of the knee is going down, down, down toward the earth. You can have your hands on your mat, hands on your block, whatever you like. Left leg is long and straight, and you can put a towel under your left knee if that feels good. Make it work. All right, here you are in your runner's lunge. Lots of variations with the block. Maybe slip down to your forearms. Breathe. Length through your spine. Breathe. Open up that knee a little bit more. Breathe. Find length in that left front hip. Opening up in the right hip. Oh gosh, lots of good stuff going on. Maybe you drop all the way down to your forearms. Breathe in your runner's lunge. Let's come out of it now. Press into your hands. Send your right foot back to meet your left. And we're going to do a side plank. Your left arm is going to be your foundation. Left shoulder over left wrist. You can stay down on that left knee. Right leg is long. Right shoulder over left shoulder. Open up the arm high to the sky. Maybe lift the right leg. Want more of a challenge? Send your legs long on your mat. Glue your inner ankles together. Reach through your right arm. Straight line in the arms from fingers to fingers. Lengthen up. Lift your hips. Breathe. Push the earth away. Finish. Right hand comes down. You're back to a down dog. Pedal it out. Left leg. Kick it high. When you're ready, sweep it through. Come into a low lunge. Rise on up to standing. Shoulders over your hips. You're looking forward, so are all 10 toes. Bend in the back knee. Maybe come down to the mat. You decide. Maybe hover it. Take your time. Arms lift. Baby back bend. Arms go back up to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Take a moment. Congratulate yourself. Come back to your mantra. I'm doing it. Woohoo! Right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands are stacked, elbows stacked. Lengthen up. Then start to twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Lengthen and twist. Lengthen and twist. And then slowly finish. Back to the center of your body. Back knee comes down. Left toes wiggle to the top left corner of your mat. Find your block. Right leg long and straight. Top of the right foot on your mat. Use the block as you come into your runner's lunge. Open up the left foot. If you like, just open up that hip. Press into your block. Press your forearms into the block. Or no block at all. Come down to your forearms and breathe. Breathe. All right, good work. Press into your hands. Send your left leg back to meet the right. Side plank on this side. Right arm is now your foundation. Keep that shoulder over the wrist. Nice, strong, and sturdy alignment. You can be on the bottom knee or send both legs long. Stack the ankles. Shoulders are stacked. Left arm goes high. Lift out of the hips and look up. Breathe. Lift your hips higher. You got it. Finish. Hands come down. Back to your down dog. Pedal it out. You know what? Let's sneak in a Chaturanga Dandasana if you want. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet, either one. Inhale, arms sweep up. Ta-da! You're standing. Lift your arms up high. Take a deep breath in, extended mountain. Exhale, breathe. Oh, you got it. Hands to prayer center. Think of your little mantra. Think of, I can do it. I am strong. I am capable. I am able. All right, arms go back up high to the sky. Take a big step out with your right leg. Find your block and bring it inside your right foot. Have it at a nice high height. Back foot, plant it like you do in your Warrior Two. Plant it at 45 or 90 degrees. Right hand goes on top of the block, inside the right foot. Both knees are straight. Lift your left arm up high to the sky. Look up to the sky. There's your triangle pose. Breathe. Finish. Hands come down to the block. Left foot meets right. Right foot goes back and plants at that 45 or 90 degree angle. Now your left hand takes over the block. Right arm goes high, knees are straight. Look up to the sky. Breathe. Finish. Hands come down. Let's do it again. Right foot meets left, so you're surrounding the block. Give it a hug. Left leg goes back. Plant the foot. Right hand takes control of the block. Arms are straight, knees are straight. Left arm goes up. Look up. Breathe. Hands come down, grab the block. Left foot meets right. Right foot goes back and plants. Right arm lifts. Breathe. Finish. Hands come down. Feet meet. Remove the block. Inhale, rise up to a standing position. Spread your legs good and wide. Nice and wide. Arms tee out. Pasarita Padahastasana with a little twist. Lift the chest to the sky. Reach your fingers to the side of the room. Big breath in. Legs are spread wide. Exhale, fold forward. Arms tee out. Once you get flat, like flat and even with your back and your arms, take your hands behind your calves. Let the crown of your head hang toward the earth. Breathe here with strong arms. Pull your calves. Shake your neck. Breathe. Circle your neck. It's loose. Soften your shoulders. Away from your ears. You got it. Breathe. Now remove your hands and interlace your fingers behind your low back. Send your interlaced fingers up toward the sky. You're gazing between your legs, back to the back of the room. Interlaced fingers higher, higher, higher to the sky. Release your hands down to your mat. Toe heel your feet back together to meet at the midline. Roll on up one vertebra at a time. Come on up to standing. Arms go high, lengthen up. You did it. Take a baby back bend. Inhale, arms go back up to the sky. Let's do some balancing. Hands to prayer center. You can have a chair nearby. Weight into the left foot, out of the right. Place the sole of the right foot wherever you want. Maybe it's a little kickstand. Maybe it comes higher, higher, higher. You decide, just don't put it on the knee. I say that all the time because it's so important. Hold on to your foundation, whatever. Chair, countertop, whatever, it's all good. Hand can be on the hip. You're balancing on that one foot, pressing the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. Breathe here. Maybe grow your branches or just one branch and wave it, or both branches and wave them. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe try to take a long blink as you challenge your balance without having your eyes helping steady you. Breathe, sway your branches. If you fall out, no big deal, get right back in. That's what winners do. They fail 1,000,000 times and come back. Never stop. Knee to the front of the room, right foot meets left, hands to prayer center. Take a deep breath in with your eyes closed and a shoulder softening breath with the eyes closed. And repeat your mantra, I am strong, I am strong, I got this, I can do it. Yes, you can. All right, other side, root into the opposite foot. Open up the other leg. Send the sole of the foot wherever you want, holding whatever props you want. But it really helps. Foot into leg, leg into foot. Drive the outside of the back, the bent knee toward the back of the room. Hold here. You're strong. Rise out of the crown of your head and really focus. Focus where the ceiling and the wall meet. Don't move your gaze. Focus your gaze. Grow your branches if you want. Try that little eye close here and there if you want. You know, you make it your way. Breathe. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front. Plant the left foot next to the right. That side is done. Dancer pose. All right, dancer pose. I showed earlier in the little spinny countdown at the beginning, you could be near a wall and you could send your back leg up on the wall. That's fine too. All right, what we're going to do to begin, arms go high, extended mountain, shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen up through your fingers. We're going to start on the right leg. Left arm reaches high. Start to circle. Big arm circles. Big arm, singular, circle with the right arm. Circle it to the back of the room. Get your head into this. Root into your left foot. Weight out of the right. Reach your hand back around. Capture the inside of your right leg. Bring your knees together because they will have gone apart. Lengthen up. Press into your hand. The back hand. Kick into the back hand. Kick it toward the back wall. Left arm reaches forward as a counterbalance. Kick toward the back, then kick on up. Maybe you plant that right foot solidly on the wall. Step away from the wall and balance here. Finish up. Right foot meets left. Arms go back up high. Lengthen up. Soften shoulders. Circle the left arm around. We're going to do the other side. Root into your right foot. Weight out of the left. Really take the weight out of the left. Left hand captures the inside of the left foot. Lengthen up through the right hand. I feel so tall. Kick into your back hand. Kick toward the back of the room. Kick up toward the sky. And reach forward. Focus, focus, focus. Don't quit. You fall out, get right back in. Left foot meets right. Both arms sweep up. Extended mountain. Exhale. Hands to prayer center. Close your eyes. Your mantra, what is it? Say it. Big breath in. Big breath out. Eagle pose called Garandasana. For Garandasana, you can do it in a chair. You can take it seated. You can take just one part of your body, either the top part or the bottom part, or put them all together. That's fun. Bend your knees. Chair pose, right? Bend your knees. Stay right here. Arms, they can reach forward. There's your chair. Or hands to opposite shoulders. Or prayer center, always a good place to be. Or right arm sweeps under left. Palms touch, elbows squeeze down, look over your fingers, sit low. Breathe. Hi, Liz. How are you? Hi, Karen. All right, lift your right leg. Lift your right leg, cross it over your left. Hug high in the upper inner thighs. Top foot, bring it around behind the left calf or something like that. Doesn't have to be there. Take it in layers. Squeeze. Hold tight. You've got it. We're going to do eagle-armed airplane next. Remember that? All you do is release the right leg. Send the right leg toward that back wall. Maybe you push it up against the wall for balance. Pinky edge sides of your hands come toward the mat. Right leg lifts. Hips are equidistant to the mat. If you fall out, no big deal. Get right on back in. Leg goes long. Reach your fingers more to the top of the mat. And on a positive note, if you fall out, get right back in. You got it. You're not quitting. You got it. Finish. Right foot meets left. Uncurl your arms. Extended mountain. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. Lengthen through your fingers. Baby back bend. Arms go up. Do it again on the other side. Start with chair pose. Bend your knees. Take the arm variation that speaks to you. This time I'm going to sweep my left arm under my right. Palms touch. Elbows down. Gaze over my fingers. Sit good and low, looking forward. Breathe. I'm going to take the weight out of my left leg. Maybe that's enough right there. I'm going to cross it. Squeeze high in the upper inner thighs. Top of the left foot behind the right calf. Sink low, squeeze down. Squeeze. Squeeze tighter. Breathe. Major compression of all your joints. Feels so good when you release it. Let's release the leg. Go into your eagle-armed airplane. Left leg goes back. Hips equidistant to the mat. Reach your fingers long. Gaze. Lift the leg up. Breathe. Hold on. Be strong. Don't quit. Left foot meets right. Arms go high. Extended mountain. Breathe. Exhale. Hands to bar center. Fold forward. Inhale. Halfway lift. Hands to your shins. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale. Plant your hands. Step it back. Down dog. Right leg. Kick it high. Exhale. Half pigeon pose. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Right knee, right wrist. Left leg long and straight on your mat. Top of your left foot on the mat. Work your right shin a little more parallel to the top of the mat. Press into your hands, lengthen up. You got it. You can stay right here. I showed earlier in the spinny little countdown. If you want, take it on your back and take a figure 4 in your legs. Breathe. There's lots of ways to do it. You just got to do it. All right, maybe you come down to your forearms. Hands cross, elbows at the sides of your mat. Breathe. Soften in your shoulders. Remember that. Soften in your hips. Send the breath to your hips. Breathe. You got it. You can do it. Let it be. Let's come out of it now. We'll take this pose longer in our restorative practice on Thursday and Sunday. Press into straightened arms. Tuck your back left toes. Send your right leg back to meet the left in a 3-legged down dog. Shake your right leg however feels good. Breathe. Move it in that socket. You got it. All right. Down dog. Tailbone high. Neck, shake it out. Push into your hands, fingers spread wide, tailbone high and lifted. Half pigeon pose on this side. Left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through. Left knee, left wrist. Right leg goes long on your mat. Maybe put a towel under your right knee. Left shin a little more parallel to the top of your mat. You can stay right here. Breathe. Come on down to your forearms if you like. Elbows toward the edges of your mat. Hands stacked if you like. Oh, breathe, soften the shoulders. Big exhale through your mouth, shoulders away from the ears. Breath, send it to your left hip. Oh, once you get into this, you want to stay longer, right? We'll do that on our Thursday and Sunday restorative practice. As you're ready, guess what? Time to come out. Press into your hands. Back toes, right foot tucks under. Left leg goes back to meet the right. Shake it out, kick it out. You've got it. Let's finish. Come back to your down dog. Remember, tailbone high, pedal your heels, neck is loose, shake it out. Stillness, find stillness. Find peace in the stillness of your downward facing dog. Hinge forward, high plank. Oh no, you're thinking, oh no, think, oh yes. Slowly bend your elbows, lower all the way down to your belly. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana, hands under your collarbones. Elbows zipped up, zip up your legs too. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Don't turn your neck, keep your chin, your nose, your forehead down. When you're ready, on an inhale, lift out of the shoulders. Peel your shoulders up, gaze down your nose, little to no weight in your hands. Think of squeezing your shoulders towards your spine. Think of squeezing your elbows towards your feet. Lift. Finish. Come on down. Arms down by your side. Turn your head so your left cheek is on your mat. Turn your head a little more so your left ear is on the mat. Where are your shoulders? Fingers, drive them down towards your feet. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. Chin back to the center of your mat. Bend your knees this time. Work your hands around, down, capture the outsides of your ankles. Wiggle your knees together. We're going to do floor bow, Dhanurasana. When you're ready, hold on to your feet, hold on to your ankles, kick into your hands, peel your shoulders up, peel your thighs up, balance on your pelvis, breathe, gaze down your nose, kick harder, finish. Come on down, arms down, turn your head, right cheek, right ear to the mat, shoulders away from the ears, breathe, big breath in, big breath out. Finish. Chin back to center. Hands, cobra pose. Remember that? Put your hands under your shoulders. Elbows, seal pose. Press into your hands. Arms straighten. Come on up. Soften in your glutes. It makes a difference. Come on up. Let's do camel. All right, come to standing on your knees. Block between your ankles. Give it a good squeeze at a nice high height. This one's hard. Do what you can. All right, take it in layers. Hands to your low back. Squeeze your elbows together. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Hold it right here. Think of your hips going good and forward. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe that is perfect. Right there. Stay right there. Maybe look higher overhead. Maybe look even higher overhead. Keep pushing your hips forward. Maybe you look to the back of the room where the ceiling and the wall meet. If that's the case, maybe you can reach for your block or your heels. If you hold onto your heels, look back. Breathe, open up through the chest. Think of the chest opening up, more so than a back bend. Finish up. Hands back to your low back. Woo! Loopy. Come on down, remove the block. Have a seat on your heels in this pose called Thunderbolt. I'm gonna grab a drink. All right, you've done great so far. You're doing it, whatever you're doing. If you're doing it at 5%, A+, truly, really. All right, so that's that. We did our spine strengthening. Let's come down to our bottoms. Remember taking it slowly? Always remember this. Take it slowly with control. Soles of your feet on your mat. Hands to prayer center. We're going to bridge. Lengthen up. Exhale. Slowly come on down. Wait. Stop. Hold it here. Come on back up. Grab your eye shade and your towel. Bring them up by your shoulders. Let's do it again. Lean back a little bit like you're in a recliner. Breathe, and you don't quite trust the ratchets on the handles. Lean back, come on, you got it. Let's make our way all the way back to bridge. All right, come on down, all the way down to your back. Knees are bent. Whew, arms down by your sides. Press into your feet, lift your hips up. Hips are lifted. Interlace your fingers, maybe behind your low back. Press your pinkies into the mat. Wiggle your shoulders closer toward your spine. Lift your hips higher. Whew, breathe. Arms down by your sides, roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Legs go long on your mat with control. Come on up to a seated position. Legs are long, toes are up, arms lift. Put a smile on your face because you're doing it. You're doing it. When you move, you feel better, and we all want to feel better. Reach your arms to the front of the room. Toes are lifted to the sky. Arms are reaching parallel to each other. Breathe, reach, stretch. Reach down, capture your calves, your heels, whatever you can touch. Maybe drape your wrists over your toes. Pat the tops or the soles of your feet and let your gaze go toward your knees. Breathe. Finish up. Come on up, shoulders over your hips. Come on down to a reclined position. All right, take it slow. Remember, come on back. Nice and slowly. You got it. Good work. Good job. Take it slowly. Once you're all the way down, bend your knees, bring your heels up towards your bottom. Let both knees fall to the right side. Let both arms reach to the right side. So you're on your right shoulder, right hip, palms touch, arms are long, and then take your left hand, the one on top, sweep it across your forearm, your bicep, the top of your chest, and then open up the left arm to the left side of the room and gaze to the left. With that left arm, keep it long and straight, like an arc over your body. Bring those fingers up toward the sky, like a little rainbow across your body. Let the palms touch, and then sweep it across your arm. Top of your chest, open it up. Breathe, look to the left. And then finish with your arms teed out. Send your gaze up to the sky. Send the knees up to the sky too. Take a breath here. Another big inhale. And as you exhale, let the knees fall to the left this time. So your ankles are glued together, your knees are glued together, the knees are working toward the left side of your body. Your right hand, have it meet your left hand. So reach those arms long so you're on your left hip, you're on your left shoulder, then let the right arm slide across the top of your body. Open it up and look to the right. Right arm, send it high to the sky. Let your palms meet. Sweep it across the top of your chest again. Open it up and look to the right. The magic happens in the looking to the right. Breathe here. Big breath in, big breath out. We've got time for happy baby. Let's bring both hips down to the mat and your gaze up to the sky. Take your two hands, capture underneath your left knee and your right knee. Think of sending those knees to your armpits. Real attractive pose, right? All right, but it's such a good pose. Rock a little bit from side to side. Maybe that's as far as you want to go. Just keep rocking. Maybe you take your hands, capture the inside of the calves or the insides of the heels. Draw the toes towards the shins. It helps you hold on to the heels. Send one leg high to the sky. Rebend it. Send the other leg high to the sky. So happy baby in a crib. Just being a happy baby, right? One leg lifts, the other bends. Ooh, you can do it. You can do it. Because maybe you're holding on, sending one leg, then the other. That's all right. That's all right. Maybe you're just doing the legs. It's all good. Do what you can with what you got. Just don't quit. All right, remember, let's do this again with the happy baby holding the heels. Hold on tight. One leg stretches, the other leg bends. So whatever happens, consequences are the results of your actions. So don't underestimate the great results, the great consequences of your tiny little actions. You're showing up, you're doing. It all works for the good. All right, legs straight, knees together. Bend your knees, send your legs long onto your mat. Final Shavasana pose. You got your eye shade or your towel by your shoulders. Cover your eyes. It's really nice to cover the eyes, either with the towel or get an eye shade, because they're nice, because they're weighted. And if you like essential oils like lavender, it's very relaxing to just smell the essential oils as your eyes are covered. All right, arms down by your sides. Palms up or down, whichever works for you. If they're up, you're working on their shoulders. You're externally rotating the shoulders. Tuck your shoulder blades under a little bit. I know, Betty, you like to go into a fish pose here. We'll do that another day. Pinky toes fall toward the earth to externally rotate your hips. Eyes are closed. Tell yourself that positive mantra again. Strong, I am capable, I am able, I did it. Breathe in, breathe out. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Shoulders are soft, and guess what? Away from your ears. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Soften in your face and even put just a little subtle smile on your lips. You can stay here longer if you like, but if you need to wrap up your hour, we can do that right now. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just appreciate that motion. Circle your wrists and your ankles. Big stretch, like you take a big stretch in the morning before you even get out of bed. Point your toes, reach your fingers, stretch it out. Let it feel good. Remember how good stretches feel and do them throughout your day. Bend your knees and your elbows. Roll onto one hip or the other. Come into a fetal position. Knees are bent. Low arms bicep is a pillow for your head. Soften in your top shoulder. Eyes closed. Breathe. Be aware of your breath. Big breath in, take it big. And big breath out, take it slow. As you're ready, maybe keeping the eyes closed or not, it's up to you. Press on up to a comfortable seated position, whatever feels good today. As you're seated, maybe shoulders come over your hips as you sit up nice and straight. Crown of your head lifts up to the sky, hands to prayer center. Take a big inhale that originates at the base of your spine and let it go all the way up through the crown of your head. Embrace that little perfect pause between inhale and exhale. And as you exhale, let the breath go down your spine and let your hips soften as you're firmly rooted into the earth. Open your eyes. You did it. You did it. You know what? You didn't give up. You succeeded. You did it. Don't give up on hard things today. Don't give up on your yoga. If you think this is hard, just don't give up. Just modify, right? Because the more you do hard things, the stronger you're going to get. Don't give up. Stress number. What was it? Now what is it? You know, you could call that your peace number. If it's a stress number, you want it to go down, and I'm sure it did. If it's a peace number, peace in your body, you want that number to go up. And don't you just feel more peaceful? And that's a really big, priceless plus to your yoga. All right, stress number, we got that covered. Tell your friends about us. Like us on, what's that thing, YouTube? Like us on YouTube. Join our little group on Facebook. It's called Friends of 316 Yoga. Have a great day. See you on your mats tomorrow. From us to you, much love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, what about you guys? Hey, they love their new dog beds. Hey, come here.
Let's do your downward facing dog, Piper. Oh, you're as stiff as I am in the morning. Look at you. There's your cat pose. There's your down dog.